Hey there, and welcome to Crochet Therapy. I'm Barbara, your host for this episode of Morning Coffee and Crochet, and this is our Wip Wednesday edition of Morning Coffee and Crochet, and it's so good to be here. I'm so glad that you're here, and what is in your cup? I've got coffee in my cup this morning, and it's really good. Hubby went and got it for me. I was running a little late, and hubby went and got it for me, and so it's delicious. Delicious. So how is everyone this morning? Happy Wednesday. Happy day after 4th of July for the American viewers. So here's the question. Oh, excuse me. Here's the question for you. Good morning, Alice. It's good to see you. Hi, Jessica. Good to see you. Hey, Valerie. Good morning. Good to see you. Yay. Yay. Good to see you. Okay, going back, I see. I can only go back so far. So good morning, everyone, and I hope that you're having a good Wednesday morning. And it's good to see everyone. So, hey, Carrie, good morning. It's good to see you. How are you this morning? I hope you're doing well. Hey, Miguel, good morning. Good morning to you. It's good to see you. Tina, good morning. Good to see you. Yeah. Thank you for saying good morning to me. That way I know that you're here. And so it's a good morning, Wednesday morning, our Wip Wednesday edition. And I started something yesterday that I had no idea that I was going to make until yesterday. And I was chatting with my good friend, and we were sharing different little ideas back and forth about baby dolls and different things. And she sent me a link. That was Alice that did that. Oh, you're lurking and writing a pattern? That's exciting. That's exciting. Hey, Nikki, good morning. It's good to see you. I can't wait to see what the pattern is, Carrie. That's exciting. So, yep, Alice and I were chatting yesterday, and she sent me a link to a little baby doll, and it's just so cute. It's a little tiny thing, and it tucks inside of a little blanket that's kind of like, almost like a little, like a, like a little sleeper where you just kind of tuck them in. Ah, Miguel says, I'm getting ready to take Monster, my Maltese, to a new vet. It's a grand opening, and she gets a free wellness exam. Good. Appointment is at 8:30. That's awesome. Those wellness exams are expensive for your little furry friends, aren't they? Of course, everything is expensive for our furry friends, so that's awesome. So yeah, I started exploring this young gal, and she has a very good way of doing tutorials. Excuse me. She has a really good way of doing tutorials, and sorry about this little bit of hair right here, but look, it won't tuck into anything. It's just a little wisp. So it looks like I have a little horn coming out of my head. So she does tutorials, and she has a website. She's all about it, and she's got a lot of patterns out there. And so I found one, that I thought was really, really interesting. So I'm going to show it to you in just a minute. And I haven't finished it so that I can finish it here on our Morning Coffee and Crochet. It was super easy, and I really like the way it turned out. It just used a little tiny bit of yarn. It's like the best scrap yarn project ever. And let's see. Alice says she fell asleep, so she didn't get started on hers. Can't wait to see mine. And yeah, that's awesome. Well, Alice, I actually didn't do the free little girl doll. I found something else on her site that really intrigued me, and it looked super quick. So I started that yesterday. And so I am really, really happy with it, really pleased with it. And so anyway, but I've got some tails that need to be sewn in, and I didn't have any little safety eyes because they're packed away. So I didn't have the ability to do a safety eye, and also the black yarn is packed away. So I didn't have the ability to like make little eyes yet. So it doesn't have eyes, but it's super cute. And here, now it's got little strings hanging up, but look at this. It's a little goldfish. It's a little fishy. And here's the fins, see? And the eyes are going to go right here and right here. And that's going to bring it out. Right now it just looks kind of like a bullet or an egg or something. But anyway, so here's his top fin right here. He's super cute. And his little, I don't know, what are these called? I don't know. Anyway, and his tail, look at his tail. Or his or her, I don't know. Look how cute. How cute is this? So, anyway, I just think it's super cute. Swim, swim, swim. This one is super easy to make. I mean, you start with the nose, and it looks like a beta cute. Yes, and the thing is, you can make them any color you want. Of course, hers she did was like a little, it had like little yellows and oranges in it, like a goldfish. But I had this color yarn, and it was, let me see, this, I had it in a bag that has all of my little scrap balls in it. So this was, you know, I got this out, and I'm like, I hope this is enough. Well, it was. And it's going to be enough for quite a few. So see how the colors just kind of go, and like this, it's all one skein of yarn, one ball of yarn. And so anyway, I can make lots out of this, and they're all going to be slightly different because of the flow of the color of the yarn. But yeah, it didn't take long at all. And I'm pretty pleased with it. I can't wait. Now, hers had the little safety eyes in it, and she used 10 millimeter safety eyes. And so for this one, I might use an 8 or even a 10 would be fine. But they go right here and here, and like on either side. So just real close to where the little fins are. I'm not sure what they're called, but anyway. So, yeah. It's a no-sew. Oh, good. We're going to go to the vet. Okay, so we're on our way with Miguel to the vet, and he's taking us with him. So that's good. I hope your little Maltese does well with this new vet. My animals do not like the vet. Can't blame them. So anyway, it's all a one and done type thing. And yes, she talks during the tutorial. She does. And she has actually, her talking is, her explanation of how to do it is really good. There's no sewing. So you start here, then you get to here, and she tells you how to do like the little, how to do the back loop only here, so that you've got some interest right here, like the gills or whatever, and then she takes you all the way to here, and then she shows you don't break the yarn or anything, and you just start making the back fin, and here's where you end. So here's where I ended. Here's where I started, and then you just insert your hook with some yarn, and you make this, and this, and this, and then all you have to do is sew in these little ends, and this is the only one from this whole actual fish body and tail. So it's really very easy and quick. And I think that this would be something really cute, especially with those cute safety eyes. It just kind of pops and it just makes it have this little awe factor, you know. And I think that this would be something that would be cute that children would like, you know. Make several in different colors, give them a choice of their favorite color. They're going to love it. They're going to love it. So let me tell you the reason why this goldfish really caught my eye. And while I tell you that little story, I'm going to get my needle out so that I can sew in those ends. So if you've been following me for a while, you know that I have 3 grandchildren, 1 boy and 2 little girls. Just dropped a needle. Okay. I'll have to be careful and find that in just a moment. So the little girls live in North Carolina with their mommy and daddy, with my son and daughter-in-law. And so I'm going to, let me see if I can bring you down a little bit. Oh, you have glow-in-the-dark yarn. That would be fun. That would be fun for the whole fish, Nikki. That would be fun for the whole fish. Yeah. Okay, so, oh, that's the top. Okay, good. Yeah, his top little fin, I made it a little crooked. I thought I was going straight, but obviously I was not. Oh, well. Yeah. Better luck next time, right? So my 2 little granddaughters, they live in a really nice little neighborhood. It's, you know, they live on a street that has a cul-de-sac, and so they play in the street a lot. And because there's, especially during the day when everybody's working, there's not a lot of cars and everything, and it's very visible. So they practice safety. Mommy's always there. Daddy's always there. And so the little girls have discovered a new little friend that has moved into the neighborhood. And this little friend is from China, and she's only been in the United States for 3 weeks. And so the girls, her name is Alice, and the girls will go over and every day and say, you know, can Alice come out and play? And so the little girl doesn't speak English, and my granddaughters don't speak Chinese, although Nicole is learning different words. So she learned how to say hello. She learned how to say good night, so that when they leave each other after playing all day, she knows how to tell Alice good night, and, you know, different things like that. Well, so yesterday was the 4th of July, obviously here in America. And so the family, the Chinese family, invited my son and his family over for barbecue yesterday. So, because the girls, as soon as they wake up, oh, I don't know if she can say slice. That's funny. And so, you know, as soon as the girls wake up, they're looking out the window, is Alice out playing, you know, and they just can't wait to go see their friend. And so it's really very sweet. And Alice is just as much on board with playing with these little girls as they are playing with her. So anyway, so they got invited over, and they were going to do some Chinese barbecue. And so they did that yesterday, and we found out more. My daughter-in-law and son found out more about the family. You know, they got to spend time with the family, and what an interesting story they have. And they also found out that this family owns a restaurant, a Chinese restaurant, that they go to at least once a month, sometimes twice a month. And it is my oldest granddaughter, Nicole. It's her she's 5. It's her absolute favorite restaurant. Every time we pass it, she wants to know, can we stop at Panda Panda? And she loves that restaurant. And so come to find out, they are the owners of that restaurant. So it's really, really interesting. She found that out yesterday. And so it was really, it's really kind of neat to see how this friendship has blossomed. Well, the family, I don't know the full story, but I can tell you the overview, is the family, has been in the United States for a while, and I think for the past 5 years. And the little girl is 7, or maybe not 5 years. I don't know. Where did I get 5? Anyway, they've been in the United States. Her older brother speaks perfect English because he's been here the whole time. But for reasons unknown to me, little Alice was in China with her grandmother at the time when 2020 hit. And things got locked down. And little Alice, who was born here in America, wasn't allowed to travel to the United States. So she's been there, and she doesn't speak English now. She only knows Chinese, and she just came here. She just got reunited with her mom and dad and her brother and her baby brother 3 weeks ago. So anyway, this little girl is precious, and the granddaughters love playing with this little girl, and they just have such a great time together. It's really, really such an interesting story. And I'm sure, if we knew all the details, we would be astounded. I don't know all the details. So anyway, I thought, a lot of times in the Chinese restaurant, they have, I know in the one here, the buffet that we go to every now and then, only because we don't eat out a whole lot, but one of our favorite restaurants, they actually have like a koi pond with the fish, and inside the restaurant, and you can go in and and look at the fish and everything, and so it's a part of their culture, I'm gonna say. I don't know a whole lot about their culture. So anyway, when I saw this fish, and it was a little goldfish that she made, I thought, I'm gonna make some of these for the little girls, for my 2 granddaughters and for little Alice. And that way they each have something from me so I have to make 2 more. Well, then I found out about the brother, and so I have to make one for him. Good morning, Catherine. And then the baby. And I thought, well, this is a cute little toy for a baby. I just make sure that these are tacked down really good, and I will just use like a black yarn to make a little eye on either side. I won't use the safety eyes for the baby. The baby's 9 months old, and the baby can play with this, and maybe I can find a rattle to put in the middle of it, And so I thought, I'm going to do that. And so I tried one last night. I just wanted to see if this was going to be easy, going to work. And so it was easy. And while I talked to you, I did weave in the ends for the top one. Now I just have the sides and this. Hey, Catherine, you have a great day at work. Have a great day. So what a cool story, huh? And so that's what made me think about getting this little pattern together. And so I made it last night. And so I'm really excited because it was super easy to make. I do have to follow the pattern because she does it in the round, And so her increases, and then she'll have one row of just straight single crochet, and then she'll do a couple increases in straight single crochet. So just remembering, that kind of pattern, I might have to write it down, but I think that she has a pattern that can be used, that is a PDF. So I'm going to see if I can do that, and then I can just glance at the pattern. But anyway, how cute is this? So, if you wanted to use this, these little tiny things, you could even make a baby mobile out of this. You could just make several of them and hang them in a tree out front just for, I don't know, just for interest or just for something fun. Their shape, I'm sure that they're easy to throw, so you could play catch with these. Anyway, I liked it, so that's my story. That's my story, and I'm going to stick with it. I know I'm kind of close today, aren't I? It's not my best close-up day either. So I'm going to back up a little bit. So anyway, I just thought it was cute. And don't you love it when you can find cute things and you just kind of run with it. So I found this new person. Thank you, Alice, for sharing the link. And yes, Nikki, I did. Mikey from Crochet Crowd mini-sized his book. I don't know how he's doing that, but he, you could turn it into a game, but with a bowl. That's a really cute idea. I like that. Coffee is still good. So she has a lot of different things. And yesterday, I saw on her site, there was an American Prairie doll, and it was a little girl. She had a hat on, and she had, a long pinafore type dress. Well, one of those long prairie dresses, right? And an apron. Nice. Oh, you had it printed in black and white to practice. Oh, nice. Nice. And so, anyway, she had that on sale yesterday. And I think today, yes, she did. She looked like an Amish girl. Put a hole in the fin or a magnet. Oh, that would be really cute. That would be really cute. And then you could play fishing. Yes, the Prairie doll was really cute, and she had a special where it was actually free. The pattern was free, and yesterday, and you would use the code July 4, and I think she said that it ends today, so it might still be available today. I'm not sure, but it's the same gal that Alice just gave the link to for the fish. So if you see the Prairie doll on there, just kind of scroll down and see if she still has that coupon code for her Ravelry store, and you can do a free download. I think the pattern was like $6.99 originally, but she was doing a free download yesterday. So I downloaded that for free. And so that's fun. So anyway, she does have a lot of cute little projects. A lot of cute little things. That one was, I think it was called a bedtime doll, and that was the one that Alice had sent to me. And so it's a little doll. It's kind of like a little peg doll. It doesn't have any legs or arms, and it just is like a little peg, and then with a little head on it, and it's just so cute the way she did the outfit, because she did like a little checkered outfit for the doll, and then she had a little sleeping bag kind of a thing, that she could just tuck the doll in. So you can make those in different colors and different styles, and give them to children. They just use a tiny bit of yarn and a tiny bit of your time. So if you wanted to sell those as quiet dolls, because they don't make any noise and children can play with them, while they're in the car. And if they have, several different kinds, they can play games and have a conversation. Thank you, Alice. Thank you for that link. I appreciate that. So Alice just put on our live chat the link for that prairie doll. So if you wanted to check it out, I don't know. Oh, those were called bedtime babies. Yeah, nice. Bedtime babies. And they're super cute. So, you can get the pattern. You can follow the tutorial for free, or you can buy her pattern. And I think there's also a link for a free pattern, but of course it's just like written out on her website. I don't mind those kind of patterns. Of course, you can't just print it off and take it with you. So if you like the written pattern, or if you like to access it through your download file, you might want to go ahead and buy the pattern. So that was fun. That was a fun thing that happened yesterday. We did not go see the fireworks yesterday. How about you? Did you get to see? Oh, Sweet Softies. Yes, that is her name, sweetsofties.com. And so that was fun. Prairie doll. That's for the prairie doll. Thank you, Alice. I don't know if you got a chance to see if the link is still there, but if it is, it's going to be really bright, bold red, and it'll have a link there, and it will still give the coupon code July 5. And so it worked for me yesterday, so it might still work today. Okay. So that's what happened yesterday. And so I did find my bag of yarn balls. And this is just one of many that I had not packed yet. So this is a bag of yarn balls. I wasn't sure if I was going to take that with me to the cabin or not. July 4. Did I say 5? Sorry, Alice. July 4, not July 5. And so that's where I found this cute little ball of yarn was in that yarn ball bag. And so you never know what you're going to find in your scrap yarns. And so I did use a very small hook with this. This yarn is supposedly a 4-weight yarn, but it really feels more like a 3-weight yarn. So I actually used for me, it was a small hook. I used my 2.75 millimeter crochet hook, and I don't usually go that small, but I'm glad I did because it made this, there's no way that the stuffing is going to come through, and it's still quite soft. It's not, it's not over tight. It's just perfect. So yeah, I like it. I have to finish weaving in those ends because, as we know, your project is not finished unless the ends are woven in. So that's what happens. So what's on your hook today? What is on your hook? I'm curious to find out. So I don't think that I'm going to make another one of these for a little bit because I've got a couple busy days ahead of me, and hopefully 3 days in a row busy days. We've got a couple doctor appointments that we're trying to nail down. One for Friday that is not written in stone yet, but we're trying to get that out of the way. And then if we can have some success with these appointments, then we'll be able to Nikki says, dang, I haven't finished anything ever because she hasn't woven in her ends. Well, Nikki, maybe you're the exception. I don't know. So hopefully that will get resolved soon. And My check engine light just came on my van, so I've got to get that checked before we can head on up north, just to make sure that it's not something major. Would not want to get stuck on the road. Valerie is working on a V-stitch baby blanket. Aw, and you're driving back home. Nice, nice. That's awesome. So you were in Asheville, and so you're headed back home. That's nice. That's nice. Aw. I love making the baby blankets, and you know, I hadn't really made any for a while, and that last one that I made, it was just so sweet. So Alice says, Nikki, you need to pay a weaver in ends person. Teach your granddaughters to weave in the ends for you. Teach them, say, I'm going to teach you how to sew, and then just show them how to do. You had a lot of fun in Asheville. That's good. Valerie, there is the best Chinese restaurant in Asheville, and I don't remember what it's called, but it has these huge pillars out front and huge gold lions out front. It looks like a super fancy restaurant, but it's a buffet, and they had a lot of good food there. They had a big variety, more so than any Chinese restaurant I've ever been in. And I can't remember the name, but if you ever go back to Asheville, I'll... Okay, so Valerie is riding back and crocheting at the same time, not driving and crocheting at the same time. Thanks for clearing that up, Valerie. And so I'll have to get the name of that restaurant. And ooh, Jessica says I'm on 18 or 19 squares. Nice, very nice. That's fun to get the squares done. I still have my squares right in front of me, and I'm looking at them, and I'm like, I love these squares. Love them a lot. And I was so happy to get all 18 squares done for my little sweater. So I'm excited. I'm very excited. And I love the way these colors turned out. I would never have put these colors together. I wouldn't have. There's no way I would have put plum, red, lavender, and lime green together. There's no way that I would put grape, yellow, orange, and light blue together. There's no way. But I'm liking it, and I think the sweater is going to be super cute. Only 18 squares to make a child size, a little girl child size. Those were, they're 4-row granny squares. And what I did was, each one was specific. I followed the directions on the colors, even though it said you can follow these if you want a sweater exactly like the one pictured, or you can mix it up yourself. And I thought, well, these crazy color combinations, I'm going to follow the instructions. So what I did was, every row I would take the 4 colors of yarn that it would say to use, and I would line it up with middle, next one, you know, second row, third row, fourth row, and that way I would just lay it on my leg, and I would just do that, you know, do the first one, clip it, do what I had to do, attach the second row on, and the third and the fourth. And so then each time I just had to go, you know, pick up the yarn and finish the square. So that really helped. That made it super fast for me. I think what I would like to do is to make a separate blanket with that type of colorway pattern. And yeah, I just have to, well, yes, Nikki, I have to just put it together. The good thing about putting this together is that you're crocheting it together, not sewing it. I am not good with sewing pieces together and sewing things on, but crocheting I'm okay with. It's the sewing part that I'm really not good at. So yeah, With the arms, you have to do like 4 rows of colors at the end of the yarn, at the end of the arms, and then around the bottom and the front and around the collar. You have to do like 4 rows of different colors, 4 or 5, to make the sweater come together, you know. So there is a little more crocheting done, but the squares, the basis of the sweater is done. So that's good. That's really good. But I just haven't had the time or the mindset to be able to put these together and you know, lay them out in the pattern that is needed and get them put together. So I haven't had that frame of mind to be able to do that. But getting the squares done, that was easy. Kind of like the summer of dishcloths. I really haven't crocheted like I did that summer. I mean, I did hundreds of dishcloths. But so this is my summer of the granny square, apparently. So I really found that was something super, super easy. So I think I might do like a gift granny square blanket. And what I would do is from my stash get, I'm thinking maybe 6 or 8 colors and just lining them up, you know, 1, 2, 3, you know, lining them up. And hey, Valerie, have a great day. The summer of dishcloths, right? You remember that, don't you, Alice? And so then, like with my first square, let's say I wanted to make them all 5-row squares. Oh, you made a bow for the snood? Oh, you're going to pin it. Nice. That's good. That's good. And so I think what I'm going to do is like line them up, and then I'm going to do the first square with, you know, in the order of the rows, first row, second row, third row, fourth row, and fifth row. And then the next one, I will take that first yarn, put it to the back, and then the second color will be the inside. And I'm going to make the squares like that. And each time, just move that first color that I used for the inside to the back of the line. And that way it will just naturally progress with the different colors. And so I think that's what I'm going to do. And that way I can, if I have like 8 colors and I get through that, I can do those 8 will make a nice, yeah, that'll make a nice size. And then if I do each set, you know, even 4 times, that's going to make a big blanket. So anyway, I think that would be fun. And then all of the colors will just kind of all look like they belong together. You know, it will be kind of like a symbiotic relationship between all the colors. They're just going to flow from one to the other. So I do like that idea. I don't know. You know, I'll have to be in the new house before I can do something like that. Because I just, you know, you just need the space. I just need a dedicated space so that I can lay those out and get those worked on. But, you know, hearing people like Connie from Just Another Stitch and Carrie, you know, who they are working on patterns. They do tutorials for their patterns. They, you know, and just different things like that, you know, sell the patterns. It just is encouraging to, you know, to get back in there and start making patterns again and getting things together and, you know, giving you some really good content. And it is coming. Thank you for being so patient with me this year, as it has been, you know, a really tough year. It's been a tough, 2023 has not been that nice. There have been some really great times in this year. It has not all been bad. You know, I love spending time with my family. I love spending time with the grandchildren. And, you know, good things have happened. But it has not been one of my best years. And last year was not a good year either. So that's why we were so shocked when this year turned out to be, you know, just as bad. So we're looking for the silver lining in that dark cloud, and we're not giving up. We're just keep on chugging on. So I hope that you do too. If you've been having a bad year or a tough year, I hope that you just keep going. Don't give up. Tomorrow's always another day. So if today is bad, you just lay your head down and good things to come. Thank you, Alice. I sure hope so. So anyway, I'm going to let you go, and I hope that you have a great Wednesday. You know, get to working on those whips, because Wednesday's not quite over. It's not even halfway over yet, but Wednesday will be over soon, so you get started on those whips, and I will hopefully see you Friday. That's kind of up in the air depending on if we get an early appointment. If we do, I'll let you know so that you're not sitting there waiting for me. So stay safe, be kind, and get hooking, and much love to everybody, and I hope that you have a great Wednesday. Bye, everybody.